What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, and welcome back to another morning after show. Tottenham, very gutting performance and result last night. I thought it was a really good performance. It really was, against the best side in Europe over the last 2 years. It's no shame at all to lose the game. But yeah, it's gutting seeing as the chances that we did create, the best chances in the game. I would feel that Liverpool were probably the better side over 90 minutes, but also seeing as we did create the better chances, and probably a draw was a better, fairer result on reflection.
Yeah, look, when you go away to the champions who have had such a good record at home as well, to play like we did it was always going to be a tough game. It was always going to be tough to even create any chances and get your foothold in the game. And Liverpool were always going to pepper you with shots and pressure and everything, and they did exactly that, which is what we expected them to do. And I thought we did really well to carve out the chances we did. I thought we defended really well throughout the whole game. Lloris was probably a bit over more work than we would have liked, I would say. But
I think that's a tiny bit of an understatement.
But he was worked, but but he only had to make a couple of proper solid saves. Apart from that, there was all like into it straight at him or into his arms, or low percentage chances. And the chances we created were gilt edge, nailed on, have to score. And it's just gutting that we've ended this game with nothing to show for it after a really
Frank,
good display.
can you turn our audio up? They're saying they can't hear us. It's a bit low.
Sorry, guys. But yeah, look. I'm just gutted. I'm just gutted about last night, and it's so frustrating knowing the position we were in the league as well, knowing that it's our biggest rivals are probably Liverpool, giving them 3 points, and the same. It just brings up the same old questions, doesn't it, about Spurs, whether they have the metal to go the distance. And if we would have scored one of those chances, would have answered a lot of those critics. But to concede in the 90th minute again from a set piece raises questions. But look, I'm proud of how he played. It's just frustrating.
Especially with a 90th minute winner as well, and you've got players turning off from a set piece yet again. People are pointing the finger at Harry Kane. People are pointing the finger at Toby Alderweireld. People are pointing the finger at Eric Dyer. Who do you put it down to?
Well, if we take a look, I don't know if we look at it now or look at it after the play.
Take a look.
If we look at, let me just get this up. There's this little clip here. You can see. So here's Dyer. Now this was just before the goal, right? Henderson going into Dyer. Is that a foul?
That's not
a foul?
That's not a foul.
Sorry, one sec. Is that a foul?
I don't think so. If it is, it's very weak if he gives that. It's extremely weak.
Why? What a downside about Dyer there. Yeah, look, whether that's a foul or not is one thing. Why has he gone down and then stayed down? Why is he staying down?
He does look like he's purposely barged into him there.
He might have, but that's not enough to knock him over. He's Eric Dyer. He's a big, strong centre-back. That's not enough to knock you over. In the 90th minute, when you need to defend that set piece, you can't afford to just sit down there and hope to get the foul. You can't afford to do that. And as you can see,
he doesn't even know if that's a Liverpool player behind him or not. He has no clue.
So frustrating. Look, maybe does it knock him off balance? Maybe, but he has to get up straight away. Why is he staying down there? Why is he staying down? I don't understand. And if you see in this clip here, let me just get up Instagram. Someone sent this to me. Sent this to us last night. Sorry, that's the wrong one. This guy, Isan. He sent this. This is actually Andy Gray. He's explaining. If we can listen to it, right? He's explaining why this made such an effect. Can you hear it? Maybe not. Can you hear it?
I can't hear it.
I can't hear it. But look, anyway, you can see him pointing, right? You can see him pointing. So Dyer goes down, and that causes a problem because Dyer was marking the whoever's at the far post there, and that causes Toby a problem. Toby goes to the guy who's at the far post, and then he leaves Firmino, and then bam, it's a goal.
Yeah.
So that Dyer
at that moment, open that up again. At that moment, shouldn't Harry Kane come out and
but Dyer, but it happens very quickly. So Kane's not aware of the situation. It's behind Kane. Everything's happening. But Kane's looking at the ball. Everything's behind him. He doesn't see the situation. Dyer's down, and now Toby has 2 men to mark. Right. Mm-hmm. Toby goes over to the guy at the back post, and then all of a sudden,
by the time Kane sees it,
it's too late. So I think that whole Dyer situation definitely has a big reason why we conceded. Dyer going off, Dyer going down there. That was really, really frustrating for me. I don't know why he went down so easy. He didn't get back up, and it's frustrating because although it's frustrating because although Henderson maybe fouled him, I'm not sure, it's debatable. He doesn't need to go down like that. He just doesn't.
There's been a lot of I think it's been disgraceful, actually, the kind of abuse Stephen Bergwijn's getting online.
I agree.
I think it's absolutely disgraceful because the absolute effort and because I actually thought he played well yesterday. I know he misses those chances, and if he scores those chances, it's a different game. But the work rate he puts in for the team, I mean, I'm not giving him a 7 or 8 out of 10, probably a 6 out of 10 at best. But the sheer work rate and effort he puts in for the team, and you pointed out quite rightly so last night on the fan show that he's actually getting in those spaces now and giving himself the opportunities to score the goal. Yes, he didn't score, and that can happen to everyone. Look at Harry Kane.
Exactly.
That happened to Harry Kane last night. But the abuse he's getting, I'm seeing tweets from Spurs fans that are absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, Bergwijn out, all this rubbish. I'm sorry. Against City, against Arsenal, and against Chelsea, right? He just worked like a dog for the team throughout the 90 minutes. Didn't even give himself a chance. But if he can actually affect the game in the final third, like Son and Kane, and actually get in positions on the counter, like he did yesterday, we're going to be in a much better position. Much better positions. I was actually happy to see him in those positions. And although unfortunately he missed when he could have scored, in the future, if he can keep getting in those positions and keep helping out Son and Kane up front, that's going to help us. That's going to be to our benefit. To people chastising him for not scoring, I get it. We needed him to score, but I was happy that he was getting in those positions personally, and I think if he keeps doing that, that's going to be good for us. So I'm sorry, these people going in on him hard and everything. I wasn't happy about that. I was not happy about that at all, and it was so reactionary. It was so negative. And it was really, really annoying to see that, to be honest.
And it's not like we got absolutely battered yesterday. It could have gone either way, that game. It really could have. The game was on a knife edge pretty much for the whole game. You've got to look at it and say the first half, Liverpool completely battered us pretty much for 45 minutes.
We were lucky to go in a 1-0.
We were camped out in our third of the pitch for pretty much 45 minutes. But then we came out, we responded. And we actually played very well in that second half. In that second half, we had 3 of the best chances in the whole of the 90 minutes.
So again, in our defence of the first half, although we were peppered, we probably deserved to be losing more than in the second half. What I would say is their goal came from really lucky deflection. And our goal came from the best chance of the first half. Yeah. We probably had the best opening. And by the way, I watched that assist again yesterday by Lascelles. So it's a lot better than I thought it was.
Because he takes it past a few men.
Because you see the replay yesterday. You don't see that beginning bit. You just see the bit when he's on the halfway line and he plays a through ball because they didn't show the bit earlier because it was because they were showing a replay of a Liverpool chance. And then and you don't see the whole bit before. But when you actually watch the whole move play out, it was brilliant by Lascelles. So absolutely brilliant for him to go past a few players and have the composure with an outside of the boot assist as well. Perfectly timed. It was
absolutely brilliant.
Perfectly weighted as well. Son was just onside as well. So that was a great goal from us. And in the end of the day, we were lucky to go in a half-time 1-1 because that was the only shot we had at all.
And Lloris was called into 2 or 3 brilliant saves in that first half an hour.
Look, he made one good sort of save, I remember, from Firmino, tipping it wide. Apart from that, there weren't too many that he had to really stretch. There was one from Firmino from a free kick, which he hung on to, was also a good save. Apart from those 2, the other ones were pretty standard. They were pretty standard. And he'll be disappointed if any of them went in. But, the Salah goal was a frustration because it's just a 1 in 1,000 loops into the back of the net. And then we could see the 90th minute goal. But anyway, what are the papers saying?
Let's have a look at the Metro first. So they're saying firm finish sinks Spurs. A lot of newspapers, I quickly breezed over the headlines. A lot of them are trying to make out that Mourinho and Klopp had a big falling out yesterday.
I don't think they had a falling out. They just, I think, look, they had a disagreement on how the game went. I think, look, from Liverpool, I get it. I get from Liverpool's perspective, they probably were the better team. I can see why, from their perspective, they were because they had all the possession, they were passing, and they had more shots than us. And if you have more shots, you're more likely to get goals, aren't you? And that's the way Klopp likes to play football. And Mourinho likes to play football a different way. He likes to keep things solid. He likes to restrict the opposition from low percentage chances. And when we get our chances, they're good quality chances. So from Mourinho's point of view, the game played out exactly how he wanted. And from Klopp's point of view, the game probably panned out exactly how he wanted as well. So a draw was probably a fair result, but it is what it is.
And how many times have you seen Liverpool do this over the past couple of years? Drawing a game and suddenly They win the game in the last minute.
Yeah, but the difference is how many times you see Liverpool concede that amount of quality chances. Not that many. Not that many.
Definitely not with Virgil van Dijk in the back.
Yeah, true. Reece Williams, must say, I was impressed.
He was very good last night.
With him, although it was his fault that when Bergwijn went through, it was his kind of error.
But Harry Kane will be kicking himself last night.
Are there any player ratings or anything in there?
No, but there's actually about Jan Vertonghen talking about his concussion. This was a really sad story that came out a few days ago about Jan Vertonghen. I mean, the guy, it just makes me think that we should still have him.
Yeah, and it's just such a shame that he had to deal with all that, and he couldn't express what he was going through.
Why though? I don't get it.
Because he said he needed a new contract, and if he took a long time out, the chances of him getting that new contract were getting lower and lower. But on the flip side, he said whenever he played badly, so it didn't help the situation. And maybe in hindsight, he would have dealt with it differently. But you know where it all stemmed from?
The Ajax
game when he
headbutted Toby Alderweireld.
Yeah, and didn't he like vomit on the pitch or something, right?
I think so, yeah. I just need to keep it going.
And so I remember in that game, I think he played on. He had a really bad head injury, and he somehow affected him for 9 months. That's a long time.
Apparently, he was getting all dizziness and this kind of stuff.
That is a really long time. To be going through that kind of injury and problem.
It's really upsetting, to be fair. It's really because you imagine having both of them at the back now, Toby and Jan.
It's understandable now why he was playing so badly because he was, and it was really weird because he went from that performance at Dortmund. Remember, he was playing left back, right? Unbelievable performance in that game, and showed he still has. He's still in terms of physicality. He's still there. He still has it. And all of a sudden, within a few months, it all gone. It was very strange. I was like, how can you decline so quickly? And now we know.
During this 9-month period, he had games like away at Wolves where he was absolutely imperious and got the winner for us in the last minute.
Well, he
got rinsed by
He got rinsed, that game. I'd like to say he himself says he had an awful game.
Yeah, I remember actually. But not great headlines in the Metro today. Let's look at. Oh, it's just got Bobby Firmino's face everywhere.
Of course it does, Bobby Firmino. What does it say?
Mourinho fury at Klopp antics. Let's have a look at that.
Why is that the main story? Yeah, but what do you think of that? Mourinho at the end of the game saying if he acted like Klopp. Huh?
10 substitutes per side may be allowed in the FA Cup next month.
10? Why? I don't understand.
Look at that headline, guys. 10 substitutes per side may be allowed in the FA Cup next month. So we could have a very interesting game against Marine.
Why 10? That's so strange.
But what were you saying about thing?
Mourinho said at the end of the game he acted like Klopp. He would be treated very differently by the FA. I think he's not happy about Klopp. He's always angry, isn't he? On the touchline, he's berating officials and whatnot. And Mourinho, I guess, claims if he did that, he'd be treated differently.
It's funny because Frank Lampard had a scuff with Klopp on the sidelines a couple of years back.
Yeah, giving it the big one. You won one league title, you're giving it the big one.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I mean, managers are seeming to have a problem with Klopp. The way I just think he's really passionate.
By the way, I just want to say quickly, everyone watching, please tag us on Twitter with anything you want us to react to, you want us to see, anything regarding to last night's game or anything you just in general want us to react to on Twitter. And we will get it up and we'll react to it if there's any videos, memes, just stats, pictures, whatever you want, whatever you think we should be reacting to on social media. It doesn't have to be on Twitter, it could be on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Just tag us and I'll take a look at it and we'll react to it. This.
Big Sam has taken the West Brom job. Shame, they got in there just before Arsenal could.
Yeah, you say exactly, saving West Brom for Arsenal. But I did see some player ratings there.
Yeah, there is player ratings.
So I want to take a look at them. Let's
take a look at the player ratings.
What they give each
Hugo
player.
Hugo Lloris, they gave him a 7.
7? I thought it was better than that.
Yeah, to be honest, for me, I give Hugo Lloris an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, because the goals he had no chance with. And everything else he did great. And he came for crosses as well. He's catching crosses and he was great.
He was brilliant. I personally think Hugo Lloris was our best player, followed by Serge Aurier. And Serge Aurier, they gave 6.
No.
Are we even going to bother carrying on?
They didn't watch the game. They didn't watch the game.
Okay, this is what they said about him. Struggled to handle Robertson and Mane.
Oh, my word.
Looked shaken and shaky in almost gifting a second to Jones.
What? When did he gift a second to Jones?
And they gave Curtis Jones a 9.
I thought Curtis Jones played well, to be fair, but I don't know about a 9. He did play well.
They gave Mo Salah an 8. They gave Alisson a 5.
But, come on. Aurier, if you're giving Aurier a 6, you didn't watch the game. You're giving him the same level as Ben Davis, I'm sorry. Aurier made 10 tackles yesterday, more than anyone on the pitch. More than anyone in any game in this season. He had Mane in his pocket yesterday. Mane couldn't get away from him. Yeah. I can't believe what I'm reading.
Toby Alderweireld 6, Eric Dyer 7, Ben Davis 6, Moussa Sissoko 7, Højbjerg 7, Lo Celso 7, Bergwijn 6, Son 8, Kane 6.
Son 8 just for the goal.
I mean, I'm not sure how you can say Son was our best player last night.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't our best. He played well.
Yeah.
And obviously he got the goal and nearly got an assist because he flicked on to Bergwijn for that chance. But apart from that, look, I'm not saying he played badly. It's just, look, Aurier was unbelievable yesterday and you're only giving me a 6. I'm sorry. Aurier just is disrespected, I think. I think people just still think he's that right back from last year. Whenever I see combined 11s done on mainstream like Sky Sports and everything, they always put Matt Doherty there. They never do Aurier. Never. They don't. I think they still think Aurier is the same player from last year or 2 years ago. Man, he's a different player this year.
They kind of don't watch the game and just think about what he's been like. His
Has Aurier made a mistake this year, except for maybe that free kick he gave away against West Ham? He's been unbelievable, especially all the big games. His concentration.
Did he give the free kick away against Palace as well?
Can't remember. Potentially.
But anyway, there's a stat here. 6 away matches now that Jose Mourinho has failed to score an away victory against Jurgen Klopp. That's last 6 games now.
Yeah, well, look, Klopp's great at home. We know that. I'm sure a lot of managers would have that kind of record. But look, yesterday he should have got the win. In all honesty, I think so.
Let's have a look at the Liverpool player ratings. They've given Alisson a 5.
Why? Because he didn't stop that Son
Lost
goal.
the battle with Son for equaliser and poor clearance that nearly cost him
the
Kane goal.
True, that lob that Kane nearly scored from.
Trent 6, Williams 6. I mean, I thought Williams was better than a 6.
I thought he played well, Williams.
Fabinho 7, Robertson 7,
I thought Fabinho
Jones
was great.
9, Henderson 7, Wijnaldum 7, Mo Salah 8, Firmino and Mane 7.
Look, that's pretty fair. I think Jones 9 is a bit much, maybe a 7 or an 8, but look, Liverpool played well. I'm not saying I think both teams played well yesterday. That's the fact of the matter. It's not like one team played badly.
It did feel like it was a top of the table clash last night, didn't it?
Look, it was a close game, and it was 2 conflicting ideologies coming head to head into each other, which was 2 philosophies, going head on, and it was interesting. They had punches, we had counter punches, but we just at the end of the day we lost by the odd goal. Hopefully at home we beat them. And look, I'm happy with how he played. I'm just frustrated. Go to Twitter. Let's see. Was people get on standby, Frank? Let's see what people are saying. This is from Ashley Chanel. Never give up. When was this? Yesterday. Is that Anfield, or is that superimposed?
That's superimposed.
Is it too dares to do? I can't tell. I think it's probably superimposed, isn't it? Yeah, that's fake. But yeah, never give up. I agree. What else were other people saying? Bobby Singh. In reality, we were just slightly less better than the best team in the country by far. The general feeling shows how far we have come.
I completely agree with that. That's what I kept saying. I think we were really good last night, but I just think we were beaten by the better side.
I think they're definitely better in general. Were they better yesterday? It's hard to disagree. Ashley Chanel, the moment when you realise you could have played with Harry Kane. There's Modric and Gareth Bale there. And what's this? From in my perspective, Stevie could have done more in the situation, wasted chances. That was the one when he hit the post, obviously. That picture there, that's when he's just about to score. That was really frustrating.
He takes the shot, he beats Alisson, and it hits the post. I mean, how many times have you seen even great strikers do that?
Yeah, look, it wasn't exactly like it was a bad finish. It hits the inside of the post and bounces out. It's unfortunate. What's this? Thoughts in this for you? Bergwijn. Okay. Bergwijn. 9 appearances, no goals, no assists. Lucas, 11 appearances, 1 goal and 0 assists. Lamela, 5 appearances, no goals, no assists. Bale, 3 appearances, 1 goal, 0 assists. 2 goals and 0 assists between them in the Prem. Not good enough. I do agree with that. It's not good enough.
There's no two ways about it. One of those players at least needs to step up this season.
I do agree it's not good enough.
One of those players needs to step up because their output is not good enough at the moment.
At the moment, Bale and Son and Kane are kind of making up for it. But we need them. We need them to be contributing a lot more. 100% agree with that. And although they're all doing good work for the team, Son and Kane are also doing good work for the team, and they're contributing. That's what we need from these players. Yeah. And hopefully, look, I think the whole season's a process. Hopefully they grow into it a bit more. And I think that's what I was saying about Bergwijn. And as you pointed out before, at least yesterday, he had chances. He hasn't had chances before, so that's a step in the right direction for me. And although he missed, maybe on Sunday he'll score, and then that's and that's better. So
you can't. There's no need to knock this guy down. I mean, he's been playing well. He's been putting his heart, his passion into the club on the football pitch. You're seeing it week in, week out from Stephen Bergwijn. Yes, the quality in the end product is not there just now, but you know what I mean. Like, keep the faith with this guy because he's putting in the effort and the work for the team at the moment.
And I'm sure it will come with Bergwijn. Look, I think technique has to be a work, but I think for example, the first finish. Although, look, both by the way,
the first one was a snatch finish. It was
by the way, both those chances are not as easy as everyone's saying. Just they're good. They're gilt-edged chances, but these aren't open goal finishes. You know what I mean? If you finish both of those, they're good finishes. You have to be a good finisher to finish both of them.
I think the easiest one of the lot was Kane's. Just because Kane usually gobbles those up.
Of course it was. It was a free header from just outside the 6-yard box. But in terms of the second finish, I thought he did well to curl it on the instep, curl it beyond the keeper, and it's unlucky to hit the inside of the post. But the first one, I thought was poor technique. I don't know what he's trying. The outside of the boot was nowhere near the goal. That was more frustrating. But I think hopefully it will come.
Let's have a look at the times. This is back to your point about. This is back to your point about Jose. I would be off if I acted like Klopp.
Yeah, I mean, he's saying he would be sent off because Klopp is just berating officials and he gets away with a lot of stuff. He runs onto the pitch. When was it? When they beat Everton, they get a last minute winner. He's running, celebrating on the pitch, and other managers aren't allowed to do that. But look, it is what it is. I guess I'm not going to berate Klopp because I think if Klopp was our manager, I'd be loving that kind of stuff, wouldn't I? Is Mourinho treated differently? I don't know. I haven't seen any evidence of that. Maybe it's Mourinho.
Here's a little map showing our average positions last night. If you can see that, Harry Kane the furthest forward, just Son in behind. Stephen Bergwijn just on the left. This is actually quite interesting. Ben Davies was actually playing a slightly bit further forward than Serge Aurier last night.
That is interesting. Davies, though, his passing was just.
All our passing yesterday, I don't think was great.
I know, but
that's why I felt we could really have done with Tongi yesterday as well, because he just gets the ball on the ground and passes it so well.
Yeah, but you can only replace him with Lo Celso, and he did well.
Yeah.
And Lo Celso played on the right in the second half. Although, as you can see here, Sissoko's position is the most interesting there because
Sissoko was on the right in the first half and then dropped into the centre second half.
Yeah, but you can see his average position was on the right hand side there, where usually his average position would be kind of next to Højbjerg there. If you in that hole between.
I actually think most of the time he's helping out Aurier anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, he's helping out Aurier, but more here,
right,
instead of here,
right,
instead of higher positions. That's why I'm feeling. If you can see here, you can't really see on the paper, but on that position there, he's usually between Aurier and Toby there. Sissoko instead of in that position. That's where. But last night we kind of changed it up a bit. But that's where we see Mourinho in his element because
that's his forte.
Because he just changes it for each opposition, doesn't he? And that's what he loves to do. He comes up with a plan for each opposition, and I think he did that again yesterday. And nearly worked.
This is an article from Ian Whittle. From the Times, and I'm just going to read out the headline. It's Klopp's side did not look like champions. What do you make out of that?
I disagree. I thought it was a top of the table clash yesterday. I thought both teams went hammer and tong at their philosophy and trying to win the game. I thought Liverpool did really well. They peppered our goal. They didn't create too many clear-cut openings, but in terms of, as you say, you create your own luck kind of thing. So they did create their own luck. I'm not going to deny that because they had so many shots at goal and they peppered us. But from Mourinho's point, from Mourinho's point of view, we had the better chances. But look, I think they played really well, Liverpool, no doubt about it. We struggled to contain them. It wasn't easy to contain them.
First half, we were just getting pounded.
I thought we did contain them, but it was a struggle. It was a struggle, and the goal they did get was a lucky goal.
And ultimately, you lose concentration for a split second against a team like this, and you're going to get punished.
And that's what happened in the corner. and we struggled to contain them. I thought we did a good job. I thought we defended really well.
Do you still think that a centre back is really important for us? A new centre back.
I think the way we're defending at the moment, no, but I can understand the rumours are saying that he wants a faster centre back because it will allow us to play higher at the pitch. Because at the moment, we just know if we have Dyer and Toby playing a high line, we're just very, very susceptible to a ball over the top and a very fast striker like Vardy or someone like that, to be opened up. And if we have a faster centre back who we trust more than Sanchez, then that could be a big help to us to have more control. Maybe that's what they're saying. But at the moment, Toby and Dyer, the way we're playing as a team, counter-attacking and kind of with a lower block, it's suiting them and definitely suiting them, and we're defending very well.
But is it going to come unstuck against the best?
No, because I think
they lost concentration last night.
No, because I think with Aurier, Reguilon, and a faster centre back, then that's definitely.
No, I'm talking about what we got now.
Oh, is this going to come unstuck against the very best? Look, no. Well, look, we did yesterday, but in our other games we haven't.
Well, I can argue that the set piece problem is a big problem, and we are getting a bit unstuck. The majority of our defensive play is brilliant, yes, but we can't keep getting caught out by these set pieces.
I agree with you. That's something we have to figure out.
So are these defenders getting unstuck a bit, especially in set pieces?
From open play, they're not. Set pieces is something we have to look at. So yeah, but are you saying a new centre back would
potentially a Skriniar? I don't know. I'm asking the question.
I don't know if set pieces is about organisation. It's not about individuals usually.
So if it's about organisation, then surely you got to look at Jose or Ledley. Like, for sure. Like, this is supposed to be Jose's forte, defensive organisation.
Yeah, but you got to say from open play we've been brilliant.
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant, spot on.
So what is it about set pieces that we just can't get right?
It's a good question. That's something we have to look at. Big time.
All right, let's look at some more tweets. I think Ashley Chanel said he's...
Was it Firmino blows a hole in Mourinho's master plan? And that's true. That's how I see it. He had a master plan. It nearly worked. And Firmino just got on the end of one right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more tweets. Short, what's he saying? Short to Spurs. I believe he could be the best in the world. And in the summer, he could go to Tottenham or somewhere and can improve for me. I think he could be brilliant, but his manager will still find something wrong with him. I don't know what this is.
What's that all about?
Shaw's not coming to Spurs. Shaw and Mourinho do not see eye to eye. Definitely not. I don't know what that is about. What's this? Just two Spurs fans celebrating, I guess.
Okay.
Tottenham heart and soul.
I remember that picture.
Yeah, it's very old school. Very old school. It's all from Ashley. In this team, we believe. Is that our team? Is it? That is a lot of how we've been playing a lot against the bigger teams, to be honest. But look, it's been working for us. But look, if anyone wants to tweet us, we'll react to stuff. React to what you've got. And
let's look at the player ratings from the Daily Mail. First of all, the back pages are saying Bobby Dazzler, Jose fumes at Klopp's touchline antics after late Firmino winner. And let's look at so Hugo Lloris 7.5, Serge Aurier 7, Toby 7, Dyer 7, Davis 7, Sissoko 7, Højbjerg 7.
Why does Aurier not get the respect, man?
Kane 6, Son 7.5, Gio 6.5, Bergwijn and Gio the same.
I don't understand what Aurier has to do to get some respect around here. I don't understand. Why if you're doing 0.5s, give him a 0.5. I don't understand. Aurier was absolutely fantastic yesterday. Mane, I think Mane had a good game. That's even more to testament how well Aurier played, in my opinion.
I thought Aurier was our best outfield player last night. I thought Lloris was probably our best player. You could probably put Toby Alvard up there as well. Who was your best player, Aurier, last night?
I think Aurier. I think he was absolutely fantastic. I thought he dealt with Mane really, really well. He got spun one time throughout the whole game, and other than that, he did really well.
sorry, a bit off topic, but what was the whole thing with Arteta and Walcott last night?
Why?
Because they had a bit of a back and forth in the interviews.
All I know is Walcott said in his interview after the game that he saw a bit of fear in Arsenal when before they went 1-0 up. And on the flip, and then Arteta was asked about that in his press conference. He said, "I spoke to Walcott after the game, and he didn't mention that to me." I think that's all that was.
Why would he mention it?
I don't know. They used to play with each other, didn't they?
Yeah. But yeah, though, I just don't ever agree with the player ratings in the papers.
Honestly, look. Maybe we're biased, but
I do think this Jose saying the best team lost is a bit over the top. I don't know how. Maybe the team with the best chances lost, yeah, but not the best team.
Here's something. Here's a tweet. From the real Hey Jude. Just for context, the corner was the first conceded by Spurs in the Prem. I'm assuming he means this season. Have we conceded from a corner this season?
Oh, conceded from a corner. I thought you said the first corner conceded.
I think he means conceded from a corner. Yeah, I think you might be right. I don't think we have conceded from a corner. I think most of them have been free kicks.
Was Palace's goal not from a corner?
No, free kick. I think they've all been from free kicks. So fair. That's a fair point.
Well, to be honest, free kicks, corners, they're all the same. Let's play this.
What's this clip? Okay, let's get.
Can we hear it?
Yeah.
Scrap the whole team, man.
Can we hear it?
Scrap them.
Yeah, this isn't old. This is old.
Scrap the whole team, man. Scrap them. They all shit. The whole back line, back four, back three, they're all shit. How much games, how much seasons am I gonna put up with supporting this shit? How much?
And you're going to say that was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, this is old.
Imagine him now. It must be on his deathbed or something. Kian says Dele needs to play against Leicester far better than Steve.
Yeah, but Matt Hayes brought up a brilliant point last night when he came on the show, and he was saying Romano literally said in the morning that Dele is very, very likely to leave. So, I mean, why is he?
He said there's a huge chance of him leaving.
Yeah.
Well, look, Mourinho has his reasons. Clearly, he believes in him, or he's been showing something because we wouldn't play him otherwise. But look, Dele, I wouldn't play Dele on the wing because I just don't think he's suited to
do it for Poch.
I know, but we dominate possession under Poch. I wouldn't want Dele on the counter. He's not that kind of player. I don't think. I wouldn't want him on the counter. I just don't like. I feel like we'll just lose that pace, wouldn't we? What's this? For the morning show from Charlie THFC, what are your thoughts on some of our fan base continuing to have a Spursy mentality, always saying we won't win anything after one defeat? I am frustrated after yesterday, but what some people are saying just isn't justified.
I agree. I think what some people are saying about the team isn't justified. What some people are saying about certain individuals isn't justified. I think that it's not just Spurs fan base. I think it's just the football fan base in general, just way too reactionary. And I think you've just got to look at the bigger picture sometimes.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think I do think yesterday was an element of like nothing we haven't seen before in terms of as we've said before, last few times at Anfield, played well, had chances to win it, didn't take them, and it's cost us in the end. And it happened again yesterday. But I think you just got to look at it over the context of the season. I think, look, we're playing well at the moment. We've been unlucky to not have more wins than we should have. But we're in a good position. We're in a good position in the league. We're only 3 points off, although it's very tight. We're still up. I'd rather be where we are than lower down. And I think we are playing well at the moment.
I think it's even bigger game this weekend against Leicester now.
Yeah, look, Leicester lost, and they've lost a few games this season.
But if we lose to Leicester, we go below them. If we beat
Leicester, we lose to Leicester, it's a big problem.
If we beat Leicester, we're 4 points clear.
But I think we're very suited to playing how Leicester play. I think
Leicester
we're
very hot and cold side.
Yeah, but the way Leicester play, they prefer to be on the counter. They prefer to sit deep, and we showed. Remember, at the back end of last season, that when we play against them like we did, it's big trouble for them. And hopefully, we'll see that on Sunday. And look, although they're near the top, they've lost 5 of their 13 games. So they're quite inconsistent in terms of that. They either win or they lose.
So it tells us the game won't be a draw.
Yeah, I'm confident we'll get the result on Sunday.
It's a must win.
If we keep Vardy quiet, we should be okay.
It's
and
an
I think
absolute must win.
I think we've been the better
stress
team.
it enough how important this game is.
Lily White Lane on Twitter says, at WeAreTottenhamTV, not frustrated but gutted, played so well and conceded another goal from a set piece, which we struggled with. Think Davis starting was awful. I don't know what that word is, was awful. Reguilon and believe as much as I love Lo Celso, Ndombele is the better player. Think Bale and Dele would have excelled. Also, you got to remember, it's a squad game. So, Ndombele started on
Ndombele will start
Saturday.
on Sunday.
Like, we need all the players in the squad. You can't play every player every game. So, we need to, you need to have trust in the squad to come in certain games. Yeah. And I'm not going to berate Mourinho every time he makes a change. You know what I mean? People always do that. Oh, he makes a change and we don't get a result. Oh, because this player came in, that player came in. I think that as a team we played well and it worked well. The game plan worked well. We just didn't get the win.
Ashley Chanel says, Ben and Sin, if you had one position to improve, where would it be and who would you get?
One position to improve. Probably the right wing position potentially.
You would say right wing.
That or maybe Sissoko's position. Get someone with.
There's three positions in my opinion that can be upgraded: the right wing position, Sissoko's position, or a centre back position.
Yeah, I guess those are the three positions that could be upgraded.
The three players I want in those positions are.
I'll probably say
Skriniar, Kessie, and on the right wing, don't know.
I'll probably
maybe
go. If I had the choice, I'd probably upgrade Sissoko just because I know that if we had a player with better ability on the ball in that position, it'll be a big bonus for us.
Well, we know Sissoko's getting on a bit as well, so he's going to need to be replaced sooner rather than later anyway.
That's also true, but he looks fit as a fiddle, doesn't he, at the moment? What's it saying? Saxo guy 3. Do you think Eriksen is a lost cause, or will he return to be a great player again? I
don't know, but he looks very sad on the pitch anytime I see him.
That is sad. That's the picture of Eriksen, what he's been at the moment. He's been restricted to not even he's like getting in on like stoppage time at the moment. Yeah. Literally, he's not getting anything at the moment. Poor guy. Look, it is what it is with him. Unfortunately, I don't know if he'll ever
leave Tottenham.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you take a Leon Bailey in for the right wing?
The way he's playing at the moment, I think he could be a better option. And I think he's more suited to the right wing than Bergwijn. Reguilon should have started. Tanguy should play in a double pivot with Højbjerg and Lo Celso as the number 10. Hopefully, look, obviously that's our best 11. Hopefully in the future we can have that. And also, Mourinho said it again in his pre-match press conference. That in the future, Ndombele and Lo Celso will play together. He said, I don't know if it'll be next week. I don't know if it'll be the week after. I don't know when it'll be, but he said they will play together.
Be against Marine.
But I think that's encouraging, and I think once he trusts Ndombele in that pivot role,
maybe they'll play them together at Stoke this week.
Maybe it didn't. Look, obviously it didn't work out when we played at Lask, but. I'm excited when that day happens, and I think that's when we'll see this real team on the real Jose team at his finest when we have those three together.
Are you worried? We haven't won a game in 3 games now.
Can we? Palace,
Lask, and yesterday.
If you count the last game, no, because we had Antwerp.
Oh, Antwerp was last game. Sorry, yeah. 2 games.
2 games. I'm not worried about that in terms of. Look, it's a bit. The thing is, what I'm seeing on the pitch, right? You could be worried if you're looking at the pitch and saying we don't deserve to win these games and we're struggling.
Palace.
But we should have. You can say, look, we didn't deserve it, but we should have. Guaita had a bloody man of the match performance, didn't he?
Yeah.
Look,
let's go on.
I'm seeing consistent performances on the pitch. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing every week we're defending as a team. We're restricting the opposition to very low quality chances. We're restricting them to either set piece goals or like lucky goals from open play. But if you stretch that out over a whole season, we'll probably win a lot more games than we don't win, which is positive. But
when you're fighting against a team like Liverpool,
we need to iron out these things.
You can't be dropping these sort of points.
Agreed, and it's frustrating. But I think over the course of the season, I think we've put ourselves in a strong position.
I think we're getting away with it this season because this season is kind of different to the last couple of seasons.
I wouldn't say we're getting away with it. Maybe
we are getting away with it because of the points we've dropped so far. The last 2 seasons, we wouldn't be second. We'd be 4th or 5th.
25 points after 13 games. Yeah, probably third or second.
I mean, so we are getting away with it a bit. That you're saying that Man City and Liverpool and these teams are not performing like they were.
But you could argue they're getting away with it. You know what I mean? They're getting away with not being so far off the top.
Yeah.
So everyone's getting away with it.
Yeah, but you're talking about them being like the mammoth teams that they've been for the last 2 seasons. You know what I mean? And usually if we wanted to win the league last 2 seasons, we would have to match them and get over 90 points.
But you got to remember where we were last season, you know?
Yeah.
What a mess we were in, and how we've turned it around, and actually we're in a position now where we think we can compete near the top. And that's testament to what we've been. Look, whether we win the league or not, obviously we all want to win the league, and we all were hopeful that we can challenge. I think even now, I think we've said throughout the whole season, no one's expecting us to win it. I'm not expecting us. We're not favourites. No one's saying we're favourites or we should be favourites, but we're in with a chance, and we definitely have a chance to win it. And if we end up not winning it, so be it. But obviously, I want a trophy somewhere. But it is what it is. Obviously, we want to compete. But we can't expect to win the league this season. I'm not expecting us to win the league.
Super chat from Snazzy Exan. Who would you guys want to see as Hugo's eventual replacement?
Yeah, because he's getting on a bit now, isn't he? 34. Instagram.
For me, I would say Donnarumma.
Donnarumma?
The only reason I wouldn't want Donnarumma is because of that agent he has, Mino Raiola.
One sec.
I know Mino, Daniel Levy, and Jose will not be getting on.
Yeah, Mino Raiola would be. Who? I'm trying to think of a young keeper who's around at the moment. Who I like the look
that
of.
Liverpool keeper.
Kelleher.
Maybe a Dean Henderson if De Gea stays as number 1.
Look, I'll take him. I don't think
Nick
Pope. Up. Nah, not Nick Pope. I don't think he's good enough. I think Hugo's a bit of different level to him. I think, personally.
Yeah, but Hugo's a different level to most keepers out there.
I know. We need someone who's Areola maybe from Fulham. He could be a potential.
You think Areola's better than Pope?
Probably.
You think so?
I think Areola's a very solid keeper. He's young. He's still
Pope's
young.
A solid keeper too.
No, I'm not sure. Look, Pope's good for a Burnley side, but I don't know. I don't know if he has.
But you're talking about a Burnley side whose goals get peppered.
Yeah,
he has to make a lot of saves. He's probably one of the most tested keepers in the league.
I don't know. I know. Look, Pope's all right. I don't know. I'm not so sure about it. I think he's a good keeper. I think he's no more than just like an average Premier League keeper.
I think he's the best English keeper at the moment.
I think so.
Yeah, I would probably say Dean Henderson, but he doesn't play enough.
I think that says more about English keepers at the moment than it does about.
Yeah,
Henderson.
I mean he's definitely better than Pickford. That's for sure.
What's going on? He said check Instagram. I don't really see anything on Instagram.
Let's see if anyone. AT says Johnston as a keeper.
From West Brom.
Yeah.
Look, he looks all right. I don't know. He looks a bit like Paul Robinson at Johnston.
Yes.
I don't know if we've got a super chat here from Awkward Alex. Should Mora and Bergwijn be swapping roles at the club? I.e., Bergwijn starts less important matches, Luka starts Prem matches and bigger matches. Look, I think Bergwijn's doing okay. I wouldn't swap him right now. I think as a team he works well. We're clearly performing in these big matches, and although we lost yesterday, we're getting results.
Yeah.
So look, I don't think. Everyone's getting on Bergwijn's back, and I understand it because he hasn't scored. But I thought yesterday was a step in the right direction. If he keeps getting in those positions more often than not, we're gonna get. He's gonna get some more goals, and he can help contribute. He can help contribute to the front three. So look,
Alistair Gold update 25 minutes ago. Not really an update though. Spurs will only move for a new signing in the January if they can raise necessary funds during the window and create necessary space in Mourinho's soft squad. Well, we all know how Steve Hitchin feels about Januaries.
Yeah, he hates it. He thinks it's, these are one sec, these tweets, are they? Let's see what tweet people tagging us. Oh no, I'm not going to put that on.
What is it?
That one. Don't know why people tag us and things like that. What's this one? How about Gio in Bergwijn position, because he would have scored both goals where you can play Tongi and Gio and still have the solidity of Sissoko and Højbjerg. Look, people are saying play Gio on the wing. I've never been convinced by Gio on the wing.
Me neither.
Never been convinced. I think Gio on the wing maybe can work if you're playing at home to West Brom or something. But when you're playing away Liverpool, I don't know.
Look at that tweet. Show those pictures of the last 4 chances at Anfield.
1 sec.
This is a bit above. Refresh it. There we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
It just shows
every year there should be a year we can win at Anfield. So if you go through the pictures, that was yesterday. That's the chance we missed. This was Sissoko 2-on-1. We all know how that ended. There was Son radding the keeper. We know what happened that year. Hits the bar. And then Harry Kane missing his penalty to put Spurs 2-1 up. And every single time we concede after we missed those chances. Every time.
Salah scored straight away. We were just lucky that Wanyama got that rocket right at the end.
No, Kane got another penalty, didn't he?
Oh, that's true.
Kane got another penalty.
Let's look at the last couple of headlines for the last 5 minutes of the show. High and mighty. Jose Mourinho had an amazing war of words with Klopp last night, saying the best team lost and criticising Liverpool's manager for his touchline behaviour. Nothing we haven't kind of gone through.
It is quite interesting when in terms of the best team lost, because I do genuinely believe both teams can make a good case of being the best team. I think that's the fact of the matter, and it's all about perspective, I think, and that's the great thing about. It's like when you have like a 9, or you have like a number, right? Number 6 on the table. So if someone's sitting on that position, he sees a 9. Someone's sitting here and he sees a 6, right? They're both right, but they're just seeing it from 2 different perspectives. You know what I mean? And that's why I kind of feel like yesterday's game was. From Mourinho's position, it went exactly how he wanted, and from Klopp, it went exactly how he wanted, and that's how it was.
Yeah. When you look at it as a neutral, take your Spurs hat off.
It depends. It depends what you value more. Do you value more shots, or do you value better quality chances?
Who would Poch say were a better team last night?
Probably Liverpool.
Yeah,
he would probably say Liverpool. But who would like Simeone say was a better team? He would probably say Mourinho. You know what I mean? So, or Ancelotti, he would probably say Mourinho was the better team yesterday. So it's all about perspective in the end of the day.
A quote from Klopp last night. He was saying the win was absolutely deserved. They are a top side, a counter-attacking monster. So you must be focused because they don't want the ball too much. You have to play it around them and keep them busy, which is pretty spot on, to be honest.
Look, they played well. They played well, no doubt about it. I'm not saying Liverpool didn't play well, because they did, but if we take our chances, we win the game, no doubt about it.
And this is another great moment from yesterday. Another sending off for the Arsenal.
Yeah, I know, man. It's ridiculous, their red cards. And you know what? The great thing is as well, I'm watching like Arsenal fans' reaction to yesterday, and they're all delighted. They're all so happy.
Are they?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, so happy we got a draw with 10 men. Can't believe it. A great result. Like, they're proper relegation battle. That's like a relegation battle kind of thing.
Good
it's
point.
like a
Good
scrappy
point at home to Southampton.
Yeah, it's a scrappy point. Close the gap on Brighton. You know what I mean? It's brilliant. Like, I'm watching like DT's interviews. I'm happy with that. I'm happy. Like, we got a point in 10 men.
So
like,
Walcott scored against them this week.
Celebrated.
This weekend they got to face who they got to face. They've got Everton, so Iwobi's going to score. Week after they got Chelsea, Giroud's going to score. Then they got Brighton, and Danny Welbeck's finally going to put the nail in the coffin.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. They've
Do you think that was unfair on Slaven Bilic last night?
To get sacked?
He got sacked after getting a draw away at Man City.
Yeah, it's very awkward, weird timing. Look, I think it's the right decision because I think Allardyce is more likely to keep them up, but it's very odd timing, I think, just when you've got a good result away at West Brom. But, it's interesting, West Brom have a good result and they sack their manager, and Arsenal have all these bad results, and Arteta seems safe for the time being.
Pochettino got sacked for a lot less than what Arteta's going for.
That's for sure. Emery got sacked for less.
Yeah, true.
Emery was 8th when he got sacked. And So,
And
it's
the
very interesting.
last headlines of the day is from the Independent. Firmino soars to breach mighty Spurs wall and put Reds top.
Yeah. All
Do you
those
think-
numbers.
do you think,
11.
numbers, 11 Premier League goals for Heung-min Son and Mo Salah each this season.
Oh, so they're joint top at the moment. I didn't realise Salah was
I
scored
thought
so
Salah
many.
was on 10.
He's on 11 apparently now.
Let's have a look at that, because I think that could be wrong. But surely they're not wrong. Oh, no, they're right. Salah and Calvert-Lewin and Son all on 10, and Jamie Vardy's on 9. Harry Kane and Bamford on 9.
Interesting.
Wow, Bamford's doing well this season.
Yeah, he is
isn't
doing well. And 7 what?
7. Last night's winner was Robbie Firmino's first goal in 7 matches.
Of course, it was against Tottenham. Dr. Tottenham coming.
Dr. Tottenham.
Ah.
Well, there you have it. Yeah, so that is the headlines. This is the morning after. I think that's a wrap today, guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, wasn't the result we wanted last night. I think we can be proud of how we performed, and I think Mourinho will be happy with the performance. But the result was a massive shame, considering it was especially the 90th minute goal as well. But look, we have to move on from it. I think we can take heart from the performance, and we have to just take the positives, and that's it.
We got to dust ourselves off. We got a massive game this weekend against Leicester. If we win this game, we go 4 points ahead of Leicester, and that would be massive at this stage of the season.
Yeah, we need to get those. We need to get the win, and I think we can. I think we can.
Liverpool got a tough game at Palace. That's not a guaranteed win by any stretch of the imagination. You saw how Palace played against us, and I expect them to frustrate Liverpool just as much as they frustrated us.
Yeah, in terms of consistency, I think us and Liverpool have been the most consistent. I think we're showing that week in, week out. We both got our game plans down to a T at the moment.
It's just a kick in the teeth.
It is a massive.
That Chelsea as well.
And you know
have
what?
dropped points the last 2 games.
And you know what? It's not just that it's a kick in the teeth yesterday. It's every time we've dropped points this season, there's always been a kick in the balls. Every time. It can't just be like a normal drop points, like we deserve to drop points. Every time it's like a bloody last minute goal, which screws us. Yeah. And when we're looking like we're going to get a great result.
The most deserved one out of the lot was probably the Palace one, maybe.
Yeah, potentially.
Or maybe West Ham. Obviously, 3 goals in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, but every time we drop points, it's just been so frustrating. But we hopefully we can go on a run. Look, we've been good this season. We've been consistent. We just need to be consistently getting those wins and stopping these goals from set pieces, and then we're going for a good season. So look, I'm still confident we got a title challenge in us. I'm confident we can take Liverpool all the way, but them opening a 3-point gap isn't great. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Look, the players are going to be hurting from that performance last night, and I'm telling you, that was a very, very angry dressing room last night. You could see it on their faces as they were walking off the pitch. And we're going to see a reaction this weekend. I guarantee you.
Especially how Højbjerg was talking, but after the Palace game, how we're going to show what we mean. We mean business on Wednesday, and we showed it, but we didn't get the result. That's the thing, and just a shame.
Yeah,
big shame.
But we need a reaction this weekend. That's just the way we need.
We need everything. How many games now till him midway point? 6 games. Mm-hmm. We need to go on a bit of run because we got Leicester, then Wolves, and then we got some pretty easy games. Yeah, we got Leicester, Wolves, and then we got on the next time. Then we got Fulham, Leeds at home. That's going to be tough, but you expect Leeds. They've lost a few games. Leeds, Villa. And then Sheffield United. So look, we got to go on a bit of a run now.
Yeah.
At least take like 4 or 5 wins out of the next 6 games going into that.
A lot of people calling Spurs fans deluded for thinking they're in a title race. The only reason they're saying that is because our name is Tottenham Hotspur, like we keep saying.
Yeah. I think we've been consistent. We're looking every game we've looked good pretty much.
We're looking the best out of everyone apart from Liverpool.
And even against Palace when we're not looking good, we're not playing the best. Their keeper's still man of the match. So look, in terms of in moments in games where we're attacking, we're looking good. We are looking good. It's just we need to start getting more wins on the board because only 7 wins after 13 games. Not enough. You need a bit more than that.
7 losses.
No, of course it is. Of course it is. Look, it's something you can overcome if you go on a run, but you can't be dropping as many points as us. That's the thing. Yeah. But at least we're looking consistent.
That's why I said we're getting away with it a bit because the other teams are not performing like they have been the last couple of years.
But at least we're looking good.
Yeah.
We're looking consistent in every game, and we know we can keep performing at this level. I feel, hopefully anyway. But look, it's now 2 games out of win. We need to stop that as quickly as possible.
All right, so that is the wrap for the morning after show. Tottenham, unfortunately, a gutting result last night. 2-1 to Liverpool at Anfield. But we got to dust ourselves off. We got a massive game this weekend. Leicester at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. 3 points is an absolute must. So join us on Sunday for our live watch along. Join us for our post-match fan show straight after the game. Thank you for joining us today. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always,
come on you Spurs!